Gotcha.
Without peeking.
Thank you.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Joe Johnson, aka Blackneto, and welcome to Tabletop Jocks. This is the D&D edition, and we'll be doing Magic the Gathering, TTRPGs, other role-playing games, video games, the whole nine. So, welcome to our first D&D session. Let's go. Let's introduce all my guests today. What's going on? Starting here.
Hello, I'm Becca Scott. This is the first time I've ever been called a jock. It's very exciting for me. You can find me on the internet at the Becca Scott. I'm an actor and a role player and a magic player and all that. I do what you do.
Yeah, we do. We're the same people, actually.
You are verifiably very athletic, though. Like, verifiably.
Stop.
Yes, right. I appreciate the restraint we both showed, covering them up. Got to cover them up so we can concentrate.
Yeah. It's dangerous. I can't let him out.
Too many guns
They'll
on the
get
table.
No.
Hello, my name is Michael Sinclair II. I go by Michael Crits everywhere. I'm a professional TTRPG performer. I also play lots of Magic the Gathering, and I'm an outside jock if you would like skiing, snowboarding, rock climbing, and all the outdoor activities. So we do that.
To be fair, I just said no one called me a jock.
It's true.
It's true. True that.
It's true.
Till today.
You earned it today.
Yep.
Today.
We saw it. Somebody said it on
You
the
got the
internet.
badge.
It's
Got
true.
the
Now,
Got
today.
the Pokemon Trainer badge. Boom, it's on.
Hi, my name is Lua Stardust. I have no athletic abilities, much like, everybody. We're struggling over
Half
here.
athletic.
No, it's all right. But I'm an internet person, I guess you could say. I am kind of all over the place. I'm a cosplayer, alternative model. I stream on Twitch, and I have a podcast called Camp Cryptid. So if you ever want to find me, you should find me right on luastardust.com or Camp Cryptid. It's very easy to find. A lot of magic, a lot of D&D stuff, a little bit of everything.
Seems legit.
It's legit.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So-
legitness. It's fine.
Right. Now I'm making meaningful eye contact with my camera. Hello. Hi. How you doing?
Uh-oh, you're making them uncomfortable. in a
No,
good
no,
way.
they're into it. They're into it, aren't
They're
you?
into it.
Yeah. No, I guess I can non-ironically say I'm TV's B. Dave Walters, Dungeon Master for Invitation to Party on G4. I say words about things, DM of the Black Dice Society. You can find me wherever fine streaming content can be located, all over the interwebs at B. Dave Walters. Really, it's just a long con to spend more time with Becca. That is the only reason I do any of this stuff.
Stop.
That's it.
It's
That's it.
working.
It is working. It is working. It's true.
I win in this scenario.
Friends. How many of us have them? Friends.
Hey, you can't make me cry before we do this. Get emotional out here. Pour some of this out for our homies. You know?
Hey,
Like,
cheers,
yeah.
y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Cheers.
My arms don't reach, I'm
cheers,
short.
cheers,
There we
cheers,
go.
cheers,
Boom, boom.
cheers.
I'm arguably the
We're
tallest
all drinking
person
Coke and grape juice, kids. That's it.
Apple
juice.
juice.
Apple juice.
here. Sounds fair.
My DM.
Before we begin our adventure here tonight, for those of you that don't know, Dungeons and Dragons, the world's greatest role-playing game, fantasy RPG. Like always, this is going to be a fairly lighthearted adventure, but what's important is that everybody feel comfortable at the table. Of course, if there's anything that comes along that makes somebody uncomfortable, they can let me know right then. They can put up a little X, they can message me privately. So if a scene just should suddenly stop out of nowhere, maybe somebody was uncomfortable, and that's all right because consent is sexy. Although, I don't think anything too strange is going to happen, but you never know, right?
Yeah.
Before we dive into this, which is going to be a level 20 adventure, by the way. So, nothing bad ever happens to, minor gods, right? It's going to be fine. So, as we meet your characters, I would like you to introduce who you are playing and tell us how they died.
Oh, okay. It's that kind of day.
And considering you immediately averted your eyes, let's start with you.
How they died?
Who they are and how they died.
Amazing.
I'm overwhelmed with emotions, and we just started. I will be playing Trinket, who is a very cute little Kenku. She is a stealthy rogue, going for the Phantom Rogue. Yeah. So it's like lots of cool death stuff happens. She's just absolutely filled with lots of gems and trinkets and little gold pieces. She's very dark in color. Of course, Kenkus are just little blackbirds. So it's that with lots of royal purples and gold and like kind of just doing one of those like what are you buying things with lots of things in the pockets, you know? I would say she died due to being in a little bit of a crew. I guess you would call it like a murder for crows, you know? Very stealthy, did a lot of the robbing, doesn't always go well for her. Might go well now, but it didn't go well before. So I would say
Rob the wrong person.
rob the wrong person at the wrong time kind of thing. Yeah.
Perfect. Because it is my job in life to keep you all guessing, we're going to skip over to Joseph.
Hey, okay, what's going on? I am a Minotaur by the name of Tony. First name Tony, middle name Tony, last name Tony.
Spelled differently though.
Yeah, spelled
Is it?
differently. Yeah, it's like
Legally distinct, though.
distinctly. Yeah, very distinct. And if you've ever seen the movie Anchorman, when the random Minotaur just popped up in the news team fight, it's kind of what I look like. Very out of place in everywhere that I go. And just wanting to drink a lot of beer. That's just kind of it. I just pop in different worlds and drink lots of beers and been in a lot of news team fights. And that's pretty much how I died. I drank myself to death. And it was a good time until it wasn't.
For a Minotaur, which is literally a bull man,
Yeah.
that's a lot of drinking.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot.
That's a lot of
It
drinking.
was a lot challenging that day, and I
Drink.
took the challenge and I died.
I don't think that's one day that does that.
No, you're right.
So, as an aside, the guy that played Prospero in Gladiator, the teacher of the gladiators,
Yeah.
that is literally how he died. He died during filming. He went to a bar and bought drinks for everybody and challenged a bunch of sailors from the Navy, I forget what nation's Navy, to a drinking contest.
Not a good idea.
Beat them and promptly died. Yeah, that is today's fun
That
facts.
happy?
Navy man, don't do that.
Yeah.
This is just making me depressed. Is all this whole start of this
He
game.
won, but he lost. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Save the ship to get-
Don't play drinking games with sailors. Just
Nah.
don't do it.
No, just don't
Right.
do it. Don't do it.
Speaking of drinking games with sailors, why don't we jump to you, Michael?
Hello, I'm your resident sailor, but today I'm playing Kara Springstep. She's a tiefling warlock who is very old. She has done a bunch of adventuring in her life with a bunch of adventurers. She was retiring. She was just in her sweet little cottage making a nice eldritch pie, and probably just like while she was sitting in her chair waiting for the pie to go be done, she probably just passed right there. While she was there, what she looks like is she just is a older tiefling, has purple skin, has the like kind of poofy white afro, little bit of horns going on, and has like a cute, adorable moo that has like fays and devils, devils, like killing cute other things. So that is Kara Springsteen.
So you Mima.
Oh, that's what I called my grandmother.
Yeah, it's Mima.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Mama.
Kara
Warlock.
Springsteen is that.
Yeah, right. Okay. And last but certainly not least, Becca.
Oh, hello. My name is Bakul Mighty Mane. I am a Leonin paladin. And freeze frame in the middle of a battlefield. Great sword in one hand, shield on the other. Of course, the right, because left hand is the best. And I have a resplendent golden mane, a fierce, strong jaw with a grimacing teeth, thick tan fur, godly, rippling muscles, and a blue mantle across one shoulder. I died in this very battle with dragons all around me. Me against many dragons. A red dragon, a gold dragon, all the colors of the dragons, all there. And I thought, you know what? I am so powerful. I am Bakul. And they just breathe fire, and I don't have resistance to fire or anything. So, I just died.
Bakul, as you stand there on the battlefield, glowing and resplendent, holding the line as everyone is struggling not to retreat, and the dragon rears back and breathes and it descends over you, you don't feel any pain. It's just like a cool breeze. And suddenly you're somewhere else. That war-torn battlefield fades away and you're standing on a plateau. The ground is brown and pebbly, cracked from dust, and looks like it hasn't rained here in years. The sun hangs low on the horizon, so much so it's not clear is it rising or is it setting, and there's just an ambient amber glow cast in all directions. What would you like to do?
Hello, 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 hello. I prance to the edge of the plateau and look down, looking for any signs of life.
Trinket. You don't survive long as a bird without being aware of the presence of a very large cat. And as you come to, the last thing you remember was trying to pick the lock on a safe, and you heard a strange click and a hiss that you didn't expect. And then you find yourself clinging to a branch over a precipice. As you look down, there's some distance down to the ground. Kenku, innately, tragically, cannot fly unless you have gained some ability to do so. And as you come to, holding on to this branch, you hear this hello bellowing above you, and you feel this presence coming your direction.
I don't know. I feel like I would just try to see if there's anything I can hide behind, which is there.
You're
It's just
sticking
open.
to just a branch,
Just a branch.
jutting out the
All
side
right,
of
so
this
then
cliff.
in response, I just go, hello, in the same voice immediately back.
Because Kenku speak by mimicry.
I do. So I'm trying to
So, Bakul,
You're just hearing
you hear
yourself.
your voice echo, and a beat later, echoes again from the edge of this cliff. Your voice.
Who is down there that's extremely powerful and charming sounding?
Who is down there sounding extremely powerful and everything you said? That's it.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I can play this game.
That is very powerful sounding.
It is. It's very strong.
Kenku just
Just unleashing the pits of hell. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
a Leon and Roar. That's
Yep.
officially, canonically, that's the Leon and Roar now. Yeah.
You are so powerful, and I yield to you, Bakul.
Silence. just silence.
Do I see her?
Do you attempt to look?
Yes, please.
Go ahead and roll it. Go.
That's a 3.
As you sort of shuffle towards the edge of this cliff, you unintentionally kick up a crowd of dust and pebbles that you feel raining down on you, Trinket. But as you look down, you see this tree, but you realize through the cloud of dust that you just made, it's not clear what's down there. It's only about 10 feet away, probably right at the just extreme end of where your mighty arms could reach if you were to extend. It's hard to see, especially because it's kind of dusky and dark. It's partially obscured by shadows. You do, however, Trinket, see this Leonin head come over and kick all this dirt onto you.
Okay. How accessible is it for me to get up? Because it's not, because I'm not flying, right?
So yeah, you could try and climb it.
Okay.
Give me athletics.
Oh no!
Athletics or acrobatics, about 10 feet.
I'm gonna give you acrobatics. Because that was a nat 1.
So, there's only one house rule that we always play with here. And that is a 20 always succeeds and a 1 always fails, even on skill checks.
It's okay.
So,
If it made you feel any better, all my athletic stuff is like a -1 anyways, so it would just been really bad.
you're the world's first non-dexterous rogue. I'm for it, though. I'm for seeing. I understand how you died now.
I'm dex.
And I'm for seeing where this goes. I'm for all of this.
I'm good. I'm just not strengthy. You know? We're doing really good. Really, really good.
Great.
Trinket.
Uh-huh.
As you stand up on this branch and begin to try and find your way up, it cracks. And you begin to plummet.
Okay.
Tony, and additionally Tony. You come to at the base of a cliff, an empty flagon resting on your waist. And as you open your eyes, you see the scene as described before, far from the inn that you were filling your prodigious tank at mere moments earlier.
Hey, what's the matter here? Yeah.
No.
What's going on?
Give me a perception check.
It's a 7.
Everything seems legit, but give me athletics at disadvantage. Disadvantage means roll twice and take the lower, by the way.
13 plus 11? 13 plus 11, so yeah, 20, 24.
So as you stand there trying to figure out what happens, you feel and a Kenku lands in your arms. You just grab out of reflexively.
Oh, hello, little thing. What may you be?
I just start screaming immediately, like just really loud.
All right. Hey, I got a little cup. Yeah, just get in the cup. Yeah.
A cup?
Yeah, just get in the cup. It'll fill up sooner or later.
She's not
I'm
that
not that
She's about 4 or 5 feet tall.
Never mind. Yeah, here's a cup. It'll fill up sooner or later. Just hold on to the cup. It'll.
No touch.
No, don't worry about it. Forget about it. I'm Tony. Tony. They're all spelled differently. Don't look at me like that. Come on. What's your name?
Gonna immediately hop out of your arms because I do not like that.
All right.
I'm just gonna say Trinket.
Cool. Where? Are we dreaming?
No. And then I'm gonna repeat back what you were saying earlier.
I am very prideful and strong. I'm still talking on this.
Yeah. I'm just repeating it back.
I pledge fealty to Baku.
Kara. You hear, I pledge fealty to Bakul! And you realize you must have dozed off. But this isn't your cottage.
Hello?
Bakul, you hear this thin voice calling out from nearby.
Ah, yes. A worshipper of Simha, I presume?
That lion roar!
What the beast?
And that's what the Kenku does in response.
Yep, I just beep. Roadrunner.
Do you worship the Leonin god Simha?
Of course not. He's probably not as powerful as the one I serve fealty to.
Well, then this is not the afterlife I was expecting. I am very surprised. Where are you?
Kara, you do see this statuesque lion man looking around, but doesn't quite seem to notice you yet, as you're just sort of nestled in kind of a pile of rocks. Like, it's almost like you just sat back in it and were sleeping and kind of come to.
And the rocks are on me.
Yeah, I mean, you're not trapped. It's just like
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
can,
I could
like,
just-
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You look quite strong. Can you help me with, please?
Why, certainly, but before I do, tell me, are you, good or evil?
Well, I've done a lot of good in my time. So, mostly good.
That is good enough for me. I, personally, cannot tell a lie, and I expect the same from others.
And Bakul starts lifting rocks out of the way.
That's a tall order, young man.
I am, well, you think I'm young? Because I feel like I was getting a little gray in my mane over here.
You're certainly not old.
Okay, great, because I was a little insecure about the grays.
I can tell you.
As you fish this elderly tiefling out of these rocks, you hear a Kenku screaming coming from the other side of the cliff.
Does it sound like a good or evil scream to you?
You sounds like a charming, young, well, person.
It is my sworn duty to protect the innocent. Shall we go?
Yes.
I'm already off, rushing to be heroic.
Is this time when you get to the edge of that cliff, Bakul, down at the bottom, you see this Minotaur holding a squealing, screaming Kenku and just sort of put her down like she's on fire. Like,
You Minotaur demon, release that Kenku!
I've been called that before. You can't scare me with that. Hey, come on now.
I pull back my hand crossbow and prepare to fire at the Minotaur.
Whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
I'm gonna grab Baku's arm and be like, oh, do you know any of them yet?
No, but I'm sworn to protect the innocents in the name of Simha.
Well, I don't know if they're necessarily maleficent.
You are wise, as your years would suggest.
do you pull the trigger?
No, I
You
lower the crossbow.
click. Oh.
I mean, I lower the crossbow.
No, it's
I
up to,
tend to
it's
lower
up
the
to
crossbow.
you whether or
but,
not. No, it's you have control of your weapon. It's okay whether or not you decide
Just
to
want
shoot
to see if
him.
it wasn't that one.
Right.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like,
just-
this
was
is
a
fine. It isn't fine.
I just start yelling, Tony, 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 but like in your very masculine voice, which I'm not doing because that's not happening for me.
Hey.
Yeah, so they know that this is Tony.
Hey, it's Tony. Tony. Tony.
You look up, and about 20 feet up this cliff, you see an elderly tiefling and a Leonin that looks resplendent in this dawn dusk light.
Ah, it's the reflection upon my crown.
All right. Y'all want to go get out of here and drink or something? That seems like you know how to party.
I don't believe I see a tavern. Also, it is my... let me get closer. I come down this... I just sort of like slip and slide down the edge of the 10 feet. I think I can handle it because I'm like
You are a
At
cat
least-
person.
6, 7 feet tall.
Must be nice.
Wow, I have a type.
Can verify.
And Tony.
Yeah. What's your
Baku.
name? Baku?
Bakul.
Baku. Hey, Baku. Hey.
I don't like when people do that.
Oh, no finger guns?
It's,
You guys
it's
don't
a
do that
serious
here?
name
All right.
that requires
Little,
sincerity.
it's all right.
Yes.
So, Baku.
Baku.
Ah, hey.
Yes, and my tiefling friend.
Tiefling friend. Before you have departed down the cliff, as
Yep.
Bakul goes shimmering down,
Very fast.
and you start looking for a way down, right next to you, you hear, Kara Springstem. Kara, you mentioned the god you serve, but I didn't quite hear the name.
Okay, he's, well, he referred to himself as, King Ivy.
Tell me, Kara, what do you think your god is now?
I assume, causing people irritation or being frustrating towards people?
Where is it that you think you are now?
I don't know. I've never adventured to this type of place. I would have known. I've been many places.
A second voice speaks up that all of you hear. Now, it isn't necessary to antagonize the mortals. They're having a tough go of things. And in front of the three of you down at the base of the cliff, it looks like in the sky the sun appears and gets brighter and brighter and brighter and gets closer and closer and closer until you see a man standing there in front of you. He's sparkling, he's beautiful, with a huge friendly smile. He is wearing golden shimmering robes that look like they're made out of the sun itself. I'm like, hello, hi, hello. Tony.
Hey.
Yeah. Bakul.
I drop to one knee and hold my shield in front and bow my head down. Sima!
Hey.
Leonin God!
No, afraid not. Lathander, the Morning Lord. Although you have never offered prayers to me before, I still look upon you and smile. Trinket, hi, hello. Are you okay now? I realize you got a bit of a fright there with that scary fall.
Okay.
He's like, hey, you come on, bring her down here. You can't keep her all to yourself. Up at the top, you hear, I hate him so much.
Me too. I never trust a golden robe and a smile. Can you escort me down?
Absolutely. And you don't see anything yet, but you feel like a presence take your hand, and then you're just at the base of the cliff. You just appear there.
Oh.
And all of you see on the other side of Lathander a huge figure. He stands nearly 8 feet tall with huge horns, blood red skin, and purple robes that would bankrupt entire kingdoms. And he is holding a red scepter in his hand. And his smile is just as big, but not as friendly. And he just looks at all of you.
Lathander, you have a. There's a behind you. There's a behind.
Yes. Ho, Asmodeus. Thank you for joining us. And he turns and looks at him and he's like, we have business to conduct, Lathander. Yes. Friends, I don't know how to tell you this. There's no easy way to break it. The 4 of you are sadly deceased.
Oh.
Yes.
This makes sense.
Finally.
I went out in a blaze of glory as I knew I always would.
Literally, yes. Somewhat futilely, I might say. After you fell, it did not go well for the rest of the men under your command. That isn't necessary. He did his part.
I did tell them at every turn not to follow me, but I can't help it. Something about me is a natural born leader.
I, too, was saddled with that unique burden. Yes, it is a unique one. You see, Asmodeus leans down next to you, Trinket, and he just says, luck finally ran out, eh?
No luck.
How would you like another shot at it?
I'm just making shifty eyes everywhere. That's a little promising.
We all just shift eyes.
That's shifty
I
eyes.
shift.
Lathander's like, don't take his offers too idly. I assure you, there is always a catch. But yes, I know you are bound by the truth, Bakul.
This is fact.
I myself attempt to speak the truth as often as possible. There are, of course, some things mortals cannot know. I just like seeing your faces when you find out, really. But he's right. The 2 of us are sort of, bartering for the 4 of you.
Oh.
Point of order. If a mortal may not know it, but you are offering us immortality, may we not then know?
I'm not necessarily offering you immortality. I could use a champion of your caliber. Obviously, every time we do this dance, mortals clearly want to choose the Morning Lord because of, even though I'm the one that knows how to have real fun. But it's not quite that simple. There's a little test that you all will have to go through, and pending how you perform will decide whether you leave with him or with me. Dusty here. Sorry. Although I assure you, the hells are quite lovely this time of year. All 9 of them. Yes. Not to my taste, really, but some of you seem to have a persuasion that might find it agreeable.
Yes. I run really cold, so if it's warm out there, I'd quite enjoy it.
You know, I'm aware of the mostly good that you did in life, Cara Springstem. There's still hope for you. The Morning Lord smiles upon all. And when he smiles, literally sunlight comes out of his teeth when he smiles.
I'll keep that in mind, young man.
Asmodeus is like, please stop. You're embarrassing yourself. I don't feel embarrassment, but fine.
I
but
do.
Yes,
Bakul has sidled up besides the Morning Lord and just sort of standing behind his left arm, like, yeah.
Yes. I assure you, later I will make sure that Simha knows of your great deeds.
It would be my honor for you to honor me in that way.
So, yes, long story short, do you have a question, my Minotaur
I
friend?
mean, I don't know if I can trust you guys. You know, you're just doing the light show and everything, and dancing pony stuff, and I think I'm dreaming.
But Lathander said he was trustworthy.
If one of you is the gods or something, I'll take out the flask. Fill this up with, some ale.
Asmodeus, if the cup's full, done. Drink up.
Gold, 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 gold.
He snaps his fingers again, and a huge bag of gold falls at your feet.
Shiny!
Yeah.
Cross-stitch accessories and thread.
He raises his hand again, and Lathander's like, but I believe that is enough bribery of the mortals.
Why?
Thank you. Lathander reaches in his robe and pulls out a bag, and it has cross stitches and accessories. He's like, yes, and I'm sure you'll be having glory, Bakul, perhaps a radiant aura here. And he holds his hand up, and your crown starts to glow faintly like a halo.
I would ask for nothing, but I am not upset.
Yes. But unfortunately, my colleague here does speak the truth. There is a little test. It's no complicated thing, really a trial for your immortal soul, honestly, but pending how you perform in it, that will define what comes next.
I have been preparing for this and only this test my entire life.
I believe in you, Bakul.
Can I have another?
Asmodeus looks at you and says, I think you'll find the cup never runs out, friend.
Oh!
And
Hey!
Lathander looks at you and is like, oh, isn't that what got you into this mess, though?
Wait, did it?
You don't remember that you were,
The trolls, huh? Making the bet.
You literally tried to outdrink creatures whose livers regenerate in real time, friend.
That's what they were trying to tell me. I get it now.
Never drink with someone whose language you don't understand. Well, who am I to say?
You're right.
I take it back.
You're right.
So, that's the simple arrangement, mortals. Little test, do your best, and pending what happens, it'll decide your ultimate fate. But it's good, it sounds so menacing when I say it like that, but it sounds more menacing when he says it. I mean, I think I do nothing but tell the truth. It's just not everyone wants to hear the truth sometimes. Haven't you found that to be true, Trinket? People get so bound up in their ideas of morality and possession and don't come in here and take all my things from me. But don't you deserve the shinies? Don't you deserve to have the things you want? We're getting through to this one.
Friend?
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 Friend.
I, of course, am your
Friend?
Yeah, why not?
Why, I am the friend to all beings, yes. I don't know about him, but how are you prepared to set out?
Bakul does like a whole sword testing and just moves, pouncing on the cat-like paws forward and backward, swinging the shield.
What do you think?
I think you should learn not to stand in front of dragons, but besides that, great. Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, I got this. I reach into my back pocket to see if my Vorpal sword is still there, my Vorpal great sword, and I pull it out and I go, hey, I found this, I don't remember, but it's pretty cool.
I hold up my greatsword to see whose greatsword is bigger.
I grab my orb and then I start slapping it. Is this on? And I just slap it, and an Eldritch Blast goes in between them, of like comparing sword sizes.
Mine has hellfire.
What's that?
When you say Asmodeus is like, oh.
That's right. I can condemn any that fall under my greatsword to the river Styx.
So you make people fall on your sword.
That
Only
was
if they...
you. Thank you for that. You've sent quite a few new inhabitants down my way.
Only those deserving.
I'm sure, yes.
I don't think I've ever killed anybody, but also don't remember. I can do stuff, lift stuff, Minotaur. That's what I do.
Wait, friend, you have a blade the size of a kenku that severs heads, and you don't think you've killed anyone?
Not really, but probably, yeah. Been a little too drunk and went outside with target practice. So yeah, probably took some people out. Oops.
Drunk.
Yes.
I consider myself extremely lawful and extremely good, and I have killed so many.
I,
Wrong.
too, am a creature of law. Both of us are creatures of law. That's why we get along.
I killed people sometimes on accident, and sometimes they were quite rude. So.
No, we've all done things we're not proud of. The important thing is, do you regret it? Are you penitent? Do you wish forgiveness?
Well, probably not. I'm quite old. I've accepted the debts.
I like this one. I do. I think it's going to be 2 for 2.
Did you poison them? It seems like you might like to poison.
Ah, no. Sometimes I don't know where this thing is pointing, and
Hold the shield.
yes,
Yeah, it's like-
that's smart. Things, people die.
Well, are you anything else? I realize something, Trinket. I don't think you're bad in your heart. I think you're just a bit mischievous.
Chaos!
Chaos is its own reward on occasion, right? But I think you're going to have a chance here today to show people that you are more than a high-level kleptomaniac.
No.
Oh.
High level, though, is extremely complimentary.
Right.
I just pull open. There's like tons of like little jewels and gems and like money and little trinkets and different pops and stuff.
See this one in the hilt of my greatsword?
Asmodeus is like, I'll give you the gem out of his greatsword.
I take. I don't take.
So,
I trust you.
I think the time is at hand. Should be simple enough. And he snaps his fingers and you see a portal opens. And Lathander says, just try your best, mortals. We'll be watching. I believe in the 4 of you. And Asmodeus looks at you and says, I'm very interested in seeing how this plays out.
I will take the power of your words and use them, turn them into divine strength.
Really into you, Bakul. Yes, you are my kind of paladin.
We could bypass the test then. If it's cool, I'll go with you.
Unfortunately, as he said, surprisingly, we do both agree on the law. We don't agree on much else, but we do agree on that. And the only way this is fair is if you go through the trial. Because who would not choose Lathander, the Lord of Light? And Asmodeus rolls his eyes and just like winks at you. Kara. Fine. Go forth. We shall see you after.
Let me lead the way, and I'll throw my blue mantle back.
Please help me through.
It would be my honor, and I take you within my shield that's on my right arm.
Come on, Trinket, come here. Let's go through the portal.
No touch!
Just grab her. Just grab her up, put her on my shoulder.
I'm gonna smack
Minotaur,
his hand.
consent! Consent, Minotaur!
Asmodeus
Sorry. sorry.
and Lathander are like,
Let's
"Ah,
go. Sorry. Hey, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Is there
Hey.
anything visible that I can steal off of him while he's trying to grab me?
Please.
Like
give me
anything.
sleight of hand.
Cool. Just cause, you know,
Oh, yeah, of course.
why not? That is a 7, and then my sleight of hand is 17, so that is a
20. Oh.
Give me perception, Tony.
All right.
Tony and additionally Tony.
before we go. This is
Oh, that's a nat one.
You can clean him out. You can take his money. You can take his drinking horn. You can do whatever
I
you
just
want.
take the drinking horn.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's important.
I'm just like looking around like, hey, I
Nope,
just
you don't
had-
see shit, because I took that shit.
What's going on? Man, Asmodeus, man, you wildin'. Taking all my drinks.
They say
drink
we
out of cups.
give and we give and we take it away, right?
Fair enough,
Better
fair
to
enough.
keep your mind sharp, I think.
You right?
Oh.
Stumble.
If you see a couple of fugitives, maybe try and recover them. And Lathander's like, we agreed, we wouldn't say anything. And he's like, fine,
Fugitives.
fine.
Fugitives. Couple.
Lathander just says, we can't have a finger on the scale. and a little scale appears in front of Asmodeus, and he looks right at you, Cara, and just puts a finger on one side of it while the pander's not looking. Yeah. He's like,
I'm going to also like put a finger on it and be like, just acknowledge.
it's like, he just looks at you and he's like, good luck. Just be yourself, and I think everything else will work out.
Always have been.
Do you all go through the
So
portal?
cute, yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, stumbly.
Escort Kara.
You walk through and you escort Kara, and no one carries trinket. As you pass through, you find yourself in the woods. There are tall, thick trees around you. The wind is crisp. You feel like it is probably very, very early spring, because there's no snow on the ground. You hear birds singing, you see squirrels in the trees, you hear, various wildlife rooting through. It seems like a beautiful place. And you all are just standing in a small clearing.
Kara, I dislike these obstructions everywhere. I like when it's just nothing but sand and dirt as far as the eye can
Oh,
see.
this is like similar to where I live. It's quite nice.
All right.
Look, there's that squirrel is eating a bird. It's quite nice.
What is going on over there?
That squirrel is, dare I say, ravenous.
That is foaming.
Trinket's just like,
He's brushing his
All right,
teeth.
everyone, stop
without doing
looking
it.
at him. It's his own business. We can keep going.
It seems you should lead the way. You know this place inherently.
Maybe, sure. And I'm just gonna like start walking forward.
As you start making your way sort of through the trees, give me a survival check. And Bakul, even without activating your divine sense, you are instinctively aware there is an incredibly powerful celestial presence nearby.
Yep, that's.
Wait,
if you need to put your drink.
something like a noxious odor that I should have thought to activate, but I knew instinctively anyway.
Oh, it's very sweet. It's very pleasant.
It's pleasant.
Celestials, the good guys.
Someone is here. Do I sense which direction to walk towards to go near them?
Do you want to consciously activate your divine sense?
I do.
Then yeah, you're aware it's kind of that way.
Let's go kinda that way.
Sure. And I'm just like grabbing like cute little knickknacks off the ground, like a cute leaf or like a cute rock, and just like putting it in my wardrobe, in my clothes.
As
Foraging.
you all sort of walk that direction, you come along the edge of an opening in the woods that you sort of can see out into the valley. And down below there is a town. It is surrounded by sharpened wooden posts, and you can see some of them have been sharpened and pointed out where it's definitely for defense. All of you give me perception checks.
The survival was a 3, by the way.
Survival, you have no clue
I was
where you
picking
are in this
knickknacks.
woods. Yeah,
Yep.
right. Yeah, you're like, no.
6.
6.
That's
Lean and roar.
it's a 5.
Which roll was this again?
Perception.
9.
9.
18.
18. I was like, I'm counting on you, Trinket.
No,
Trinket, you notice 2 things. Down in the town, there are monstrous humanoids walking around. There's orcs, there's goblins, you even spot a couple of bugbears. But there's buildings and structures, like there's some meat being grilled, there's skins that are being held up and being cured. It's just a settlement. But you see no humans, elves, gnomes, none of those types. You even spot a couple kobolds down there.
Oh.
Also, around the town, there is signs of a huge conflict. There's whole swaths of the ground that are burned and scarred, big chunks where it's like things have exploded and ripped out of the ground. Like, clearly a lot of chaos has happened in the vicinity of this place. But the people inside seem to be going about their normal business.
Okay. I say, chaos. And then I try to like almost charades and be like, try to look like big monsters.
Big, large,
Yeah.
monster, scary. I'm not frightened.
That's the sound you hear coming from the village below. Yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Once Trinket sort of mimes this out a little bit,
I try
you
my best.
sort of notice what she's trying to tell you down there.
First word, movie.
What is this?
Oh, it's a thing.
What?
It's like you go and you forget about it.
I propose that we hold our weapons high, march upon this settlement, and tell them they must give us what we want in the name of Lythander.
That is an excellent idea. And you see up in a nearby tree, there is a woman that is covered in plate armor, heavy plate, with a symbol on her chest that looks like a star. And there are 2 swords and sheaths at her hips. She's got long red hair and bright red wings. And she's just like crouched over like she's looking at something. And that divine sense is coming off of her. It's more than just her here, but she definitely is a divine being. A celestial.
Pardon me, I do not mean to be presumptuous, but well, I noticed you were celestial. So, could you tell us what this strife and big scary monsters are down there?
She steps off the branch and extends her wings and floats down to the ground. And she says, "Oh, down there is evil. They must be wiped out."
Okay, clear enough. Very simple. Let's go. Simple enough.
Having encountered this angel in the woods who has charged you all with wiping out this evil settlement, it's a good place for us to take a little break. So we'll be right back.
Got him, coach.